Your love, I'm gonna make you mine. There's something special about your love. I think it's one of a kind.
In that manner, you're protecting self because you know self can affect so many other things.
Yeah.
So it's important that you know that, and it's like.
So it's we gotta protect our black queens, right? But like we also gotta, like, I felt like there are different ways to do that. That was public humiliation. So like in the whole fight fire with fire, like if I go up there and smack you, right, and check you in place, right, like it's gonna be, you should have known that it was all gonna be about the smack. It was not gonna be about, no one's gonna even remember the joke anymore. All they're gonna remember is that you smacked Chris Rock.
All right. So we're gonna, so let's go back to this, right? How do you know how to protect your black queen? Is it something that we need to communicate? Like, of
course, like I got you.
Okay,
I need to know.
What do you?
We gotta have more conversations.
For me, Dan knows I can't handle to be embarrassed. Okay, I don't want to go jail. I don't want my husband to go jail. So anything that could escalate potentially to that, or we know what time it is. Like we know the times that we are living in. I don't want to have to go to the morgue to
but a lion has more than his bite. Sometimes you could use your roar. You could use other elements of your weaponry.
Yes.
You don't always got to go straight to your bite and use your claws. Like sometimes you don't have to get you don't have to get dirty and get into a physical altercation to protect.
Like
your queen.
I'm not scared of your roar, because you like. Dan for sure. Blessed is the peacemaker. Dan knows how to be like, yo, we're gonna chill and de-escalate a situation.
Yeah.
But
I also know when to elevate a situation.
When you're ready, I have to, I need, like, there's been numerous situations.
I told you about the time when we went to when we were coming back from Jamaica and we were like coming from like customs, right? And it was like
me and you?
No. I think this was like I traveled with an ex back from from Jamaica, right? And it
you had an ex-girlfriend that you went to Jamaica with?
Anyway, and I'm not even gonna go there. Like, yo. So anyway, so we were like in customs, and here is somebody gonna play the whole like, oh, I don't speak the language, so I don't understand lines all of a sudden situation, right? So we're like supposed to be next.
No, that was me.
They walk past this whole freaking line.
I stand up in front of me.
Yeah,
that was me.
Oh, I didn't remember. I just remember the scenario.
That was me. I just stood in front of me, and I was like, oh.
So I was like, oh, and then I watch all the custom agents that are staring at you, like if you like blow a bubble up, like they're like ready to turn around
guns
on you,
and
right?
everything. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So I'm like, oh, so y'all gonna watch people stand in line for an hour and then watch this person walk to the front of the line and not say anything?
And everyone is like,
so I'm like, yo, people behind me are getting pissed now, and before they get in a fight, I'm like, okay, so now I'm not gonna get physical with you, but I'm gonna get rowdy. So
and he
this
raised
is where
his
I was
voice,
like,
and I was like,
but here's the point of what I'm doing. I'm very careful with what I'm saying, right? So what I do is I always picture like, if they gotta play this back in a court of law, am I explaining myself to the best where they're like, damn, dude said everything he needed to say. So when I don't just fly off the handle and just cuss and just act, do whatever.
When you're, when you're living in a situation like this, because of the times, you have to be very matrix, like slow down and think kind of ahead of like, where can this go?
I told you this. I told you when Kellan and whoever siblings, and I'll probably do it with our nephews, I plan on teaching them like...
You were about to say training.
Yeah, no, training. There's nothing wrong with the word training.
Yeah.
Training them on interactions with a hostile police officer. That's not saying all police officers
With
are that but
particular
knowing
type of-
how to handle yourself in that situation. Because if you just go into like, oh, you disrespected me and I'm gonna get rah rah rah, you're gonna fly off the handle and do the wrong thing, right? And it's a situation where I gotta go, okay, listen, is your body camera on? Yes. Okay. All right, you're asking me to do what right now? You're asking me, so I'm complying to you, so why are you still yelling at me? Like, I'm very careful with my words where, like, yo, when it's played back in a court of law, and I'm going to say this as morbid as it is, if have it that I don't survive, the footage does, I'm going to change my family's life for that. Because, listen, that whole guilty for... Lisa hates hearing me say this, but I don't care about that guilty verdict. I don't care about that. What I care about is, and this is all the police force actually cares about too, I care about that civil case. When they sue you and they change my family's life, I'm trying to make sure that, like, yo, without a shadow of a doubt, we gonna have a case because I have communicated myself perfectly. So back to the customs situation, it was like, I was like, oh, so because you don't speak English, you're just gonna pretend you don't understand the dynamic of this line and just come to the front of the line after we've been in line for like 58 minutes standing here trying. So when I get loud, everybody's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I said, listen.
No. I was like, no.
Yeah, when Lisa's
but
like,
the whole
down,
crowd behind me was like,
yeah, no, he's
and
right.
I was like,
he's right. And like, the
I'm like, he's
customs
gonna start a
officers
revolt.
start coming towards me, like, yo, what's going on? And I was like,
no, they went straight to her.
Yeah, they did after, because I was super careful with what I'm saying. Because initially they're like, why is he getting rowdy? And I'm like, no, because, yo, we're all standing in line. And they're like, yeah, what the hell?
Like a line of, like, let's say 50 people.
Yo, I'm talking about,
and we were at
like
the front, and it was like, she came, and it wasn't like she was
like
escorted
a DMV line. Like,
by, like,
she was just like,
yeah, she's like,
why are all
and
these
she stood
idiots
right
standing
in
in
front of me.
line?
And Dan
when
was
you could
like,
just walk up here with to the front with your cart.
Yeah.
And I
but
was
she
like,
shortly
no.
responded in English, and I was like,
oh, now, wow, you know?
Yeah.
Listen.
But again, I felt embarrassed. But you did protect us, and you were protecting the people behind us. But I was initially like, oh my God, don't do that. No, don't be loud.
But I didn't.
You know?
Yeah, but that was the thing. I knew there was a purpose to that.
Again, peace, love, and happiness.
I think it's one of a kind. There's something special about your love. I want it all the time.